Jeopardy! Champ Sam Kavanaugh has revealed that the hardest part of the show isn't knowing obscure Shakespeare trivia, it's surviving the marathon taping schedule. Sam told the U.S. Sun that Jeopardy! Success hinges on preparing 4 exhausting 5-game, or longer, tape days in a new interview. Sam won the 2021 Tournament of Champions and most recently competed in the 2024 Jeopardy! Invitational Tournament. When it comes to preparing for the show, he emphasized how demanding the schedule can be. Contrary to what casual viewers might think, the game show isn't taped nightly. Instead, the show tapes 5 episodes in a single day, with only a brief lunch break in between. Sometimes, the taping days are even longer. During Sam's Tournament of Champions, producers did 7 shows in one day. He said Jeopardy! Is as much a physical challenge as it is a mental one, a fact that prospective players should keep in mind. The thing that generally surprises people the most is just how much of an endurance game it is, he told the U.S. Sun over Zoom. You tape 5 episodes, sometimes up to 7 episodes a day. 2 talks ago, I did 7. It is exhausting, he said with a deep sigh. It is the most tiring. I played physical sports as a kid and I've never been as tired as after a day of taping. We pretend it's all taped on a different day, but because it's all packed in there, there's an element that's really hard to gauge in contestants when you're watching them. Are they good at this? That endurance element. There's a lot of variance in the game, he added, as a player's streak can, of course, end for other reasons. A lot of it is who finds the daily doubles first, and if they can convert on those, they'll probably win. But, he explained, a player can win 19 times out of 20 and still lose if they get burned out too early. However, Sam noted that players can go on to redeem themselves in the Tournament of Champions. Even if someone loses earlier than expected in their initial run, they can still win the talk as he did, pocketing the coveted $250,000 prize as a 5-day champ. I don't think the length of run translates to who wins the talk as we've seen in recent years, he added. Tape day troubles. Some of the show's most recent champions said its breakneck schedule caused them to lose flat out. Typically, Jeopardy! Films 5 episodes twice a week, but sometimes, even the weekly schedule is more jam-packed. Adriana Harmeyer, a 15-day champ, attributed her loss partly to an exhausting schedule. Her last 13 games were filmed over 3 consecutive days, and she was defeated on a rare 3rd straight day of taping. It was more exhausting than I expected, Adriana told the show. By the 3rd day, I could feel it wearing on me. I just did my best to fight through it, stay focused on buzzer speed, and remember things. It was an unusual experience. Drew Basile, who defeated Adriana, had a similar story. The 9-day champ lost on the final show of a taping day, missing an easy final Jeopardy answer which he claimed he knew afterward. Jeopardy! Is fatiguing, Drew told EW. By the end of the taping day I was exhausted. The amazing thing about Final Jeopardy was that I knew the answer. I knew it was Helen Keller, but I was so tired I couldn't remember her name. I knew I got it wrong. I was just so tired that, for the life of me, I couldn't remember Helen Keller's name. Sam also told the U.S. Sun what the first ever JIT in the spring was like, which was a mini-tournament of all-time game show greats. The JIT brought together legends from Jeopardy's 60-year history, ultimately won by Victoria Gross, who went on to win Masters. One of the big challenges with the JIT was we were in the dark on a lot of things, he said. I felt more than a 50% chance I'd be invited, but I wasn't sure, so tough to prepare. I think we all wanted to be at the top of our game, and many of us weren't, given that the players only had 3 weeks' notice. He recalled the excitement of seeing legends like Arthur Chu and Larissa Kelly in the hotel lobby, calling it a field of dreams moment. And they're all just like normal people, as far as any Jeopardy! Contestant is a normal person. The JIT, including Sam's games, is re-airing as part of summer reruns before Jeopardy! Returns with Season 41 on September 9, 2024. As a longtime Jeopardy! Fan and accomplished champion, Sam Kavanaugh had always dreamed of standing on that famous blue stage. However, even after winning the prestigious Tournament of Champions in 2021 and racking up impressive victories, there was one aspect of the experience that took him by surprise, something that continues to astound even the most seasoned contestants. For Sam, it wasn't the pressure of the cameras, the weight of the buzzer, or even the intensity of the competition that left him feeling drained. It was something far more subtle, yet deeply impactful: the mental fatigue from the relentless pace of the game. The journey to Jeopardy. Stardom. Sam Kavanaugh's path to Jeopardy. Stardom began long before he ever set foot in the studio. A high school teacher from Minnesota, Sam had been a fan of the show since childhood. He spent years honing his trivia skills, studying obscure facts, and practicing with online quizzes. When he finally got the call to appear on the show, it was a dream come true. Little did he know, the real challenge was yet to come. In his first appearance on Jeopardy! In 2019, Sam quickly proved himself to be a formidable contestant, winning 5 consecutive games and securing a spot in the Tournament of Champions. His calm demeanor and quick reflexes earned him a reputation as a strong player, but it was his deep well of knowledge that truly set him apart. The unseen challenge. While many fans might assume that the hardest part of Jeopardy! Is the intense competition or the pressure of being on national television, Sam Kavanaugh revealed that the true challenge lies elsewhere. People think it's all about answering the questions or figuring out the buzzer, but what really wears you out is the mental marathon of the game, Sam explained in an interview. You're constantly thinking, calculating, and making decisions. It's a lot more exhausting than people realize. The format of Jeopardy! Is designed to keep contestants on their toes. The rapid-fire pace of the questions, the constant need to stay focused, and the strategic decisions that have to be made in a split second all contribute to a level of mental fatigue that can be overwhelming. For Sam, this was the aspect of the game that took him by surprise. It's not just about knowing the answers, he said. It's about being able to recall that information quickly and under pressure, and then deciding how much to wager or whether to ring in at all. It's mentally exhausting. The toll of tournament play. The intensity of the regular Jeopardy! Games is one thing, but the pressure ramps up even further during tournaments like the Tournament of Champions. Sam described the experience as a mental endurance test. Unlike the regular games, where contestants might have a day or two to recover between appearances, tournament players often have to compete in multiple games in a single day. You're basically filming a week's worth of shows in a matter of hours, Sam explained.